but let me just give a little background first about knowing Sandy. There was a point at which Sandy was transitioning away from teaching at Beckwith and the neighborhood playhouse, and he wanted to be based entirely on the West Coast. And when he was in a transition stage between finding his own school, he and Jimmy Carville ended up teaching at Playhouse West. In that time, for 2 sessions, he taught at Playhouse West. And my teacher knew that his class would be composed of Hollywood actors, meaning actors who were more interested in having Sandy Meisner on their resume than being taught by Sandy Meisner. So he knew that they would do Hollywood things, like wear hats in class, smoke cigarettes, drink coffee. And so he wanted to bring the big burly dudes from our school in as bouncers to make sure we secured the audience and that they observed decorum. And I'm 6'3", 210 pounds. And at the time I was a big burly guy. And so I got one of the jobs as the bouncer at Playhouse. Our teacher knew that the students were going to be sort of superficial. They were going to be Hollywood actors who were interested in having Sandy Meisner on their resume because it looked good to casting directors, but they probably wouldn't be so into the stuff that Sandy had to teach. So he knew that they would misbehave. So I was there to keep the order. And I also had to do certain things like set up Sandy's microphone. And the benefit of my keeping the order, setting up the microphone, making sure the stage was clear and clean and everybody was well behaved, was that I got to sit in and listen to Sandy teach classes, and I got to watch the scenes. Yes. So I had the fortune of listening to Sandy teach. Now, because they were Hollywood actors and didn't care so much about acting well, they cared about looking good, the overwhelming majority of scenes sucked. And I got into the habit of setting up Sandy's mic, listening to him teach, and then leaving the studio when a scene would go up to work, and then coming back in the studio when they were finished so I could listen to Sandy teach. So after the first few months, I decided not to watch the acting anymore because it was infectiously bad.